This will be for the Khan Academy assignment, Variance. So it says here you have found the following ages and years of all 5 gorillas at your local zoo. What is the average age of the gorillas and what is the variance? Round your answers to the nearest tenth. So recall that nearest tenth, that just means 1 decimal place. Okay, and for all of these problems, you have to determine if it's going to be a sample or the entire population. Okay, remember that a sample is just part of the population. But in this case, it says all 5 gorillas at your local zoo. So in this case, we're definitely dealing with population. Okay, now this can be a lengthy process to do by hand, so we're going to use Google Sheets. Okay, and you can type these numbers out if you want, or just copy and paste them. So I'm going to left click and highlight the 5 numbers, and then on the keyboard I'm gonna hit Control C. Okay, and I'm gonna copy those numbers and then paste them. Okay, so here we are on Google Sheets. I copied the data points, the numbers. I'm going to hit Control V. Alright, I have my 5 numbers, and you can click this symbol right here, and if you don't have that, you just click on Data and split text to columns. Okay, and it will put 1 number in each cell. So first we want to find the mean. I'm going to click on an empty cell, hit equals, and type AV for average. Okay, so choose the second one from the top. It just says average. And then left click and highlight the 5 cells that you're taking the average of. Okay, and then let go and hit enter. Okay, and there's our mean right there. So it looks like we don't have to round off at all for the mean. Alright, just in case, let me check. If I increase the number of decimals, it's just 0.0. So yeah, it's exactly 10 for the mean. Now for the variance, again, just choose an empty cell. Okay, I'm going to hit equals and type VAR. Alright, now there's different formulas for variance, but we said we had a population and not a sample because it said all gorillas. Okay, so the one that says .P is the variance of the entire population, so choose VAR.P. Alright, and then once again left click and highlight the numbers you're taking the variance of. So the 5 numbers again, then let go and hit enter. Alright, and it gives us 19.2. Alright, and up here, up top, you can play with the number of decimal places. It said round to the nearest tenth. So 19.2 is correct. So the variance is 19.2 and the mean is 10. Okay, we said the variance was 19.2 and the mean was just 10. Alright, let's do one more. You have found the following ages of 4 bears. The bears are randomly selected from the 22 bears at your local zoo. Alright, so since they selected 4 out of 22 bears, they did not select the entire population of bears. So it's not going to be for population, this is going to be a sample. Okay, so make sure you use the formula for sample in this case. So they want to know the average age and the variance, and once again round to the nearest tenth, which is 1 decimal. So once again, you can type these in sheets if you want, or you can just left click, all right, and highlight the 4 numbers. Okay, and then on your keyboard press Control C. Okay, that will copy the numbers. Okay, here we are in Sheets once again. Just find an empty cell and hit Control V. Okay, it will give you the 4 numbers, and you can click Data, or if you have this drop down menu here and you want to click Split Text to Columns. Okay, it puts 1 number in each column. Find an empty cell, hit equals, and type AV, and click on the second one from the top. It just says average. Okay, and it gives you the formula there. Left click, hold it down, highlight the 4 cells, let go, and press enter. Okay, and there's your average right there. Alright, so it's exactly 13.5. And then over here, we're doing variance again, but this time it's a sample. Okay, so you hit equals, type VAR. Okay, and this time, since we're using the sample, you want the one that says .s, VAR.s. Click on that. Then left click, highlight the 4 numbers you're taking the variance of, let go, and press enter. Okay, it gives you a big number. Alright, so in order to reduce this to 1 decimal place, just go to this symbol here up top. Alright, it's next to the percent sign, and that will click on that several times until you get 1 decimal place. Okay, every time I click on it, this number changes. Alright, and it's 289.7 for the variance and 13.5 for the mean. So let me write that down. 289.7 and 13.5 for the mean. Okay, the reason the variance is so high in this one is because you can see the numbers are spread out. We have 5, 4, and a 6, but then we have a 39, so that's why the variance is high. Okay, so back on Google Sheets, we said the average was 13.5, and we said the variance was 289.7. So just to summarize the commands or the formulas to use on Google Sheets, the one for mean, it's just called average. The one for sample variance is var.s, and the one for population variance is var.p. Okay, and when you click on the empty cell, don't forget to hit the equal sign first, and then you start to type these formulas in.